Time. Hi, judges, very warm welcome to my coffee and cocktail bar. This is where me and my team have been experimenting with many things for the past couple of years. We strive to break boundaries and create progress in all aspects of coffee. And I was very happy to be here sharing this experiment with you today. And on the first experiment, we're starting at the farm level. Andres, the owner of Manantales in Colombia, and my team have been experimenting with a new processing technique using a beautiful pink bourbon coffee and a technique called lactic inoculation. But before we go into that processing, judges, let me explain about the experimental brewing technique that I'll use today. For the hot designer drink, I'll be using 20 grams of coffee to extracting 40 grams out of an espresso. And with this ratio, it will help to give the intensity in body and flavor to complement with other ingredients. And after extracting the espresso, I'll be removing the creamer. This will help to create more clarity in the mouthfeel and the body of this drink. And for cold designer drink today, judges, I'll be using 20 grams of coffee as well, with 200 ml of hot water at 93 degrees Celsius. And instead of dripping the coffee directly into the server, I will add in the Paragon ball down here in this cold drip filter. And by the percolation of this coffee through this frozen lock ball, this will help to captivate the aromatic of a fruity and floral from this coffee and create more layer of flavor to this drink. And the total brewing time for the clever dripper will be 2 minutes and 10 seconds for the optimum extraction of the sweetness. And now, judges, time to go back to the experiment process. We start by placing the pink bourbon cherry into the tank, which today will be represented by 3 grams of dry cascara from this coffee. And after that, we will add in the Saccharomyces and Pitchia yeast inside the tank. Today will be represented by 3 grams of the osmanthus flower and a roselle tea. And after that, we will submerge the coffee together with the water. Here will be represented by 60 ml of an botanis and ice red gin with a botanical and juniper berry flavor. Then we will pressurize the tank with CO2 and seal the lid for 72 hours. Here will be represented by 50 grams of dry ice. And inside the tank, the microorganism from coffee will transform the yeast that we put inside, help this coffee to create more flavor of a red grape and cacao nibs. As well as the demonstration today, judges, it also helps the gin to obtain the flavor of a red fruit and a red floral. And judges, the name of my drink today is the experimental Mawai. Mawai is a traditional drink during winter in Europe. They usually boil a wine and mix with many ingredients, but today we will replace that wine with some other ingredient as well as the coffee. And now, judges, time to strain the coffee. So my first ingredient today, judges, 20 ml of this diplomatico rum. This will give a flavor of a herbal and honey to this drink. And 15 ml of an Pedro Jimenez. It will help to give a lacing flavor and a structure to this drink. And 15 ml of an elderflower liqueur. It will help to enhance the florality of the pink bourbon coffee. 10 ml of a cacao liqueur. This will help to add more layer of flavor to this drink. And to balance everything together, I'll be using 0.3 grams of a tartaric acid solution. It also helps to bring up the acidity and also to showcasing the wine-like characteristic. And not to forget, an espresso shot with 60 ml of water to open up all the flavor. And I'll be steamed to mix and chill this, and I'll be steamed to heat this drink to the serving temperature of 55 degrees Celsius for you to best enjoy in the cold environment like this event. And it also helps to intensify the flavor of a red fruit, red foro, and a creamy and smooth mouthfeel. This drink can be very easy to pre-batch in advance and top up with espresso or a batch brew coffee. And you can heat it up with your espresso machine. And judges, I'll be serving into this ceramic cup instead of a wine glass. This will help to enhance the viscosity of this drink. And before you drink, judges, please stir 3 times. With this cinnamon stick, it will help to create more complexity in the flavor. And in the flavor of this drink, judges, you will get a red grape like a fruit wine, followed by a herbal, honey-like sweetness, aftertaste of a variety with a round and creamy mouthfeel. So judges, please enjoy, and I'll be right back. Judges, are you ready for my next drink? The experimental Negroni. Negroni is one of the all-time favorite classics, but today we will twist a bit with some of the coffee to make it even more interesting. So my first ingredient today, judges, 30 ml of this Campari infused coffee, which I made by using 1:10 ratio part of the pink bourbon coffee and Campari. And I immerse it for 24 hours. And by doing this, it will help to tone down the bitterness of the spirit and also help to enhance the orange flavor from this Campari. And my next ingredient, 25 ml of this Diplomatico rum. It has the flavor of a herbal to complement with the gin that we are putting in. And my next ingredient, judges, an amazing rapid infused gin that I made early on. This will give a flavor of a red fruit, red foro, and a herbal of a star anise. And I'll be using 40 ml of it. Last but not least, judges, 120 ml of this Colombian coffee, which I chill down by this hyper chiller. It will help to open up the flavor of this coffee and also to bring out the cacao nibs flavor to this drink. And to avoid further dilution. And judges, I'll be doing the quick stir to mix and chill this drink to get the serving temperature of 5 degrees Celsius. This will help to tone down the bitterness of the spirit, create more harmonious balance, and also create a round and smooth mouthfeel. And when you drink, it will help to refresh yourself like when you work all day long. And finally, you get one cold drink that will help to refresh and recover from the tiredness. And this drink can be very easy to prepare in your cafe or your cocktail bar because all of the ingredients can be just found in one supermarket. And I'm quite sure, judges, that you already have got the Aeroplace or the Clever Dripper back at your home to replicate this recipe. How does it sound, judges? Easy, right? And I will add some touch of an orange zest to make it more enjoyable for you. And in the flavor of this drink, judges, please write down. You will get a sweet orange, followed by a herbal, like a star anise and a botanical. And you will get an aftertaste of a cacao nibs and a red foro with a round and smooth mouthfeel. And in front of you here, judges, I already prepared the cascara tea for you to make the aroma cloud, which I made by using 1:100 ratio of the cascara and water. So before you drink, please open the mixture tube and pour it on top of the vessel here. This will help to enhance the aromatic and a fruity flavor from this drink. And judges, moreover from Evaluate, please don't forget to enjoy this experiment together with me and everyone here. So judges, thank you very much. Please enjoy. Time.
Let's give it up for Thailand!
What a presentation.
Amazing, Mr. Tanpong.